What I'm going to share with you in this slide, in this video, is going to basically give you the answer on why you are probably losing 80% of your deals. You're not closing 80% of your deals, and how you can use this information to actually get more leads, more sales, closing more deals. So basically, I want to start with from the beginning. When you start as a funnel builder, okay, what do? You want to learn the technical aspects of it as fast as possible. So what you do is you focus on learning the software, learning the theory, learning design, copy, automations, integrations. So all these things are just a theory and technical theory. So most funnel builders, when they go, when they feel ready and they go to the marketplace and they try to find leads and clients, they focus on showing on how great they are, right? How much they've learned about the technical stuff. But the problem is, most of your clients, they don't care about the technical stuff. And I'm going to share with you the reasons why they don't care about it. You can be the best in the world, technically speaking. But if you don't know how to speak and communicate with your clients and you don't identify the reasons why they buy from you, you are not going to make as many sales. I had one of my students, before we fixed his sales process, he was so focused on sharing with the lead how good he was. The strategies he had, how complex those things were, and showing and teaching him why those things were great. He was so passionate about what he was doing technically, and he was sharing that with the audience that most people, they didn't care. Every time that he started talking about technical stuff, their clients' brains just shut down, and then it only reignited when he tried to find some other things that they had in common. Because the technical aspects, they don't have in common. They understand zero about it, okay? So how do you switch that? How do you actually make sure that you actually get more results? It starts here. You start by understanding what does your client want? What are they looking for? They are looking for more sales, for their coaches, the mentorships, the courses, the challenges, all these things. So how can you help them get more of these? Because if you help them get more of these, or if you let them know that you can help them get more of these, you are going to grow your business. So how does it happen? It happens by reverse engineering the process. And the first thing you do is understand what does your audience want and what does their audience want. Okay, your audience's audience, your lead's audience. What do they want? Sometimes it's more clients, more money, more freedom, more time, more technicals, whatever. Like you want to understand what they are looking for. And then how do you help them get there? How do you help them get all these? Okay, step by step. And also you want to do the exact same thing with your clients as well. And if you already lost interest in all these things, like Pedro, I need to understand my stuff and my client's stuff. If you already lost interest, maybe this is not for you. Because if you don't do this, you are not going to grow past those 10K a month consistently. You are not. Because it's absolutely needed to make, these steps are absolutely fundamental. And if you respect this process, you will get your clients more results. You will get yourself more results. So once you get the answers to all these things, you are already, ahead of 90% of the funnel builders out there. So how do you make it even better? You want to understand how does your audience make decisions, because it's your audience goes through this process, so you make more leads, you make more sales, but it's also their audience that goes through the same process, okay? The first thing is that the audience does research. Social media content, funnels, recommendations, what people say about your service, what people say about you, and if your product goes straight to their pain points. So think about for example. When you are trying to learn more about funnel building, how to make more money, how to generate more leads, how to become better at funnel building, designing, copywriting, you are going to look, before you buy from anyone, you are going to do the exact same process. You're going to try to analyze who in the market has the exact product that goes straight to your pain points. And the more specific their copy is, the more you're going to relate with it. Isn't that true? Of course it is. And after you understand, you're going to try to see their social media, their funnels, the recommendations, what people say about them and what they say about their service. So all these things, everyone does, and more frequently. Then you're going to do it in multiple sources. You're going to watch YouTube videos, written stuff. You're going to opt in for their free stuff. And then if you send them a DM, you expect them to reply. because if they don't reply, you're gonna feel like, oh, maybe he's too busy, he's not gonna help me. And emails as well. So if all these things are true, what do you have to do to make sure that when they are doing these things, you are actually allowing them or helping them make a decision towards your service? Let's imagine this for a second. Okay, so this is basically a bar, a graphic that 0 is the intent of purchase to 100, 0 to 100. So when they do a research, they're going to do research, and if you have a good marketing, you are going to talk about social proof. You're going to talk about proof of concept, system mechanisms that you use. They need to believe through all those things that they can do it themselves. They need to understand it's achievable. They need to see you as knowledgeable, and they need to understand that you can actually provide support. People are not looking for like things that they buy once and then they are by yourself. Like they are on their own. They want things that they can get support, extra help to make it easier. Okay. So if you talk about social proof, you get one square. If you talk about concepts, you have another one and another one and another one and another one and another one. And you have around 80 to 100 is where people actually buy. Really close to 80 to 100. So you need to have a strategic way and method to share with your audience the information that they need so they can make a wise decision towards your service. Okay? So far what we talked about is very, very simple. To make more sales, you need to understand how do you help them. You need to share with your audience, understand what they want, understand it. You need to have a strategy so that when it's time for them to research, they get all that information. And then you also help them with unlocking all these different trust factors. Okay? So how does everything look? And this is what most people show you, but this is what most people don't show you. Like, this thing is what people show you. You have your content on social media, then you have your funnels, then you have 3 levels of audience, and voila, the magic happens, right? Yeah, that's true. This is what happens. The thing is that you need to know exactly how to do these things. You need to know exactly how to show all these trust factors so that you can guide your audience to believe that you can help them, to believe that they can get what they are looking for, so you can get more sales and they can get more sales as well. So when you are focusing on the sales process, on your lead generation, try to, before you actually post your post, try to think about, if I was in their shoes, what kind of message would I get from this? Would I understand or believe or would I have the answers for these things right here? If the answer is no, you need to fix it. And if you don't know how to do it, you need to learn it. I have a coaching program that teaches all of this stuff, like on detail. I do it with you. If this is something that you know that you want to invest and this is something that's going to change your business, you can feel free to reach out to me because, this is one of the main things that I do. But if you know that you can do this alone, here's what I would recommend. Whenever you launch your next post, your next video, whenever you are in your next sales calls, in your next conversation with someone, ask yourself, am I doing this stuff? Am I sharing all these things? Am I giving clarity on all these aspects? Where is my lead right now in this spectrum? And do I know all these answers? Because if you don't, you need to get them. Because if you don't get them, you're always going to get stuck between $1,000 to $5,000, maybe a little bit more if you really, really work hard. But to get to those 10, 20K a month, you need to know this by heart. So if you're interested in knowing this by heart, and if you like my help on it, or if you like to know more about my service, feel free to reach out to me or check my community. Try to see my free stuff to see if you like what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, this is how you can increase your sales. There's more to it, but I have other stuff, other videos on the way as well. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not. And if you are not in my free community, join us. I have free classes every single Saturday. So if you like to join us, just click on the button below to do so. If you know that you like to just speed things up and you like one-on-one help, send me a direct message and we'll talk about that. Cheers.